आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सोल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
Friends, welcome. The question state for which value of x is x square is greater than minus 6x minus 5. The expression given to us is x square is greater than minus 6x minus 5. So we can write this as x square. So if we bring minus 6x to the other side of inequality, it's going to be plus 6x. So it is going to be plus 6x. Similarly, if we bring minus 5 to the other side of the inequality sign, it's going to change its sign. It's going to from minus 5 to plus 5. So it will be plus 5 is greater than 0. Now, the first step, once we have obtained this kind of equation, is change this greater than sign to equal to. So I'm going to get x square plus 6x plus 5 is equals to 0, right? Now, whenever we have a quadratic equation, it is of the form ax square plus bx plus c. And if this is equals to 0, then we need to find the zeros of this quadratic equation. And when we have to find the zero, what we simply do? We simply break this b into b1 and b2. So b1 plus b2, which is made by breaking up of b, which is this b term or the constant of x, this should be equal to b. So this is the first condition. And secondly, what we try to do is a into c is equals to b1 into b2. And simply we are going to do this using analysis. So if we can achieve these two goals, then we can split this, right? Now here in this question, I can see that a is equals to 1 because constant of x square is 1. We have b is equals to, so b is equals to 6 and c is equals to 5, right? Because a x square plus bx plus c, so b is 6, c is 5 and a is 1. Now by analysis, I can see that if I break b into b1 as 1 and b2 as 5, I can definitely say that b1 plus b2 is equals to b, and b1 into b2, which is 1 into 5, is equals to a into c, which is also 1 into 5. So both of these conditions are then satisfied. So I can say that both of these conditions are satisfied, right? So we are actually satisfying this first condition and this second condition. Now what we do next? So we are going to simply split this b into b1 and a b2 and proceed. So I can say that x square plus b1 is 1, so 1x plus b2 is 5, so 5x plus 5 is equals to 0, right? Now if I take x common from the first two terms, it's going to yield to x plus 1, plus if I take 5 common, I'm going to get x plus 1. Now if I'm going to take x plus 1 common from both of these terms, I'm going to get x plus 1 into x plus 5 is equals to 0. Now, if this entire expression is equals to 0, then either we can say that this is equals to 0 or this is equals to 0. So then again there are two cases, if this is equals to 0 or this is equals to 0. So let us check for both of these cases individually, right? So we can say that either x plus 1 is equals to 0 or x plus 5 is equals to 0, right? Now, if x plus 1 is equals to 0 and we take plus 1 to the other side, then from plus 1 it's going to become minus 1 as it changes its sign. So I can say that x is equals to minus 1. And plus 5, if goes to other side, it changes its sign to become minus 5. So I can say that x is equals to minus 5. So we factorize the expression to get x as minus 1 and x as minus 5, right? Now what we are going to do, we are simply going to plot a number line. We are simply going to plot a number line and plot both of these points. So I know that minus 5 is here and a minus 1 is over here, right? So I plotted a number line and I drew both the points on that number line. Now we had an inequality that x square plus 6x plus 5 is greater than 0, right? So it is greater than 0 that has been asked to us. Now guys, we know that at both of these 2 points it is equals to 0, and we know that the quadratic equation can take a shape of a parabola, so it can be like this and it can be like this, and if it has got 2 zeros, then it crosses the x-axis at exactly 2 points. So our figure is also going to be either this figure or either this figure. So let us check for any point other than these two. I know that these 2 points are 0, so either this is minus 5 and this is minus 1, or this is minus 5 or this is minus 1. But we need to check at any other point, right? So let us check for a point, say 0. So let us check at 0 and see what kind of value it returns. So our expression is x square plus 6x So x square plus 6x plus 5. And if I'm going to check at 0, which is lying somewhere over here, so 0 square is actually 0. Plus 6 times 0, which is 0, plus 5. So I can say that this is definitely equal to 5. So this is positive. So 5 is positive, right? So here on right side of minus 1, it is being positive in nature. So what kind of behavior it is showing? This kind of behavior, and this is not our particular case. Now if here it is positive, then here in the central part is definitely going to be negative, and here it is definitely going to be positive because it is of some kind of this type of form, right? So from greater than minus 1 it is positive, less than minus 5 it is positive, and from minus 5 to minus 1 it is negative, and at minus 5 and at minus 1 it is equals to 0. Now in the question it was asked for which value of x is x square greater than minus 6 minus 5, and we rewrote it as x square plus 6x plus 5 is greater than 0. That means where is our expression positive? So where is our expression positive? In this region and in this region, right? So our answer region is definitely less than minus 5 and greater than minus 1. So if I write it, I can say that x belongs to, so from where to where? Minus infinity, right? Minus infinity. And we are using open brackets. So because it cannot actually attain a value of minus infinity, so we use open brackets, to minus 5. And once again we are going to use open brackets because minus 5 is not a value where it is positive, rather it is 0 at minus 5. Plus or union, so along with this I'm going to add the value to the right of this, so which is going to be minus 1. Again open brackets because minus 1, so at minus 1 it is 0 definitely, so towards right of it we are going to take the correct answer, 2 plus infinity or simply infinity, and once again open brackets. So our region or our answer region is going to be entire this region which is less than minus 5 and entire this region which is larger than minus 1. And if I'm representing it in this form, it's going to minus infinity to minus 5 both open brackets, union minus 1 to infinity both open brackets. So our answer to this particular question is this. So the question actually asked for which value of x is x square greater than minus 6x minus 5, and I said that the answer is x belongs to minus infinity to minus 5 or minus 1 to infinity, right? And if you're going to ask me any particular value where it is positive, definitely we checked for x as 0. So x is equals to 0. We checked, so if one value where it is positive, then it is going to be x is equals to 0. We checked for it, right? So we simply equated it to 0, then solved it as form of a quadratic equation, right? And we factorized it, and then we drew the graph and took out the values. That is it guys. Thank you so much for watching.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट IIT JEE मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनेट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।